Shalom to everybody. Guys, God bless you all. I'm inviting you to go make a good coffee and join this amazing weekly lecture. And today, we're going to talk about the 7th day. We call it Shabbat, Yom Shabbat. And with the help of God, we want to know exactly what the Shabbat, the 7th day, has to do with Gentiles, with all non-Jews. What's that day for them? As we know, the Shabbat is a day that the nation of Israel keeps. They're not doing, not turning lights, not watching radio, not listening to the radio. They're not doing other kind of stuff. But we want to know exactly the source. We want to know exactly how everything started. And how are we going to know if it's starting? How are we going to know? We're going to read from the Bible, from the beginning. And guys, I'm so excited to share with you this important information. Because people don't know. We need to keep the Sabbath? What we should do? Guys, we're going to find out right now. So I'm going to open the beginning. You know, every book, the beginning of the book is exciting. You buy a book of a romantic book. Oh, let's see how it starts. That's why we're here. And we have the book of the one and only God. And we're going to find out what God says to the Gentiles about the Sabbath, about the 7th day, guys. So let's start. Okay, I'm going to translate it. No problem. God bless you. I hope you're all doing best. I hope you're doing well. All the best. Okay, let's start. Bereshit Bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz והארץ הייתה תוהו ובוהו וחושך על פני תהום ורוח אלוהים מרחפת על פני המים ויאמר אלוהים יהי אור ויהי אור. What's the first day about? As we know, there's 6 days of the creation, and we'll see what happens in the 7th day. Okay, guys. So, dear God created the light and the time. It's not the same light we know. I'm turning on the light. No. The light, the spiritual light. Okay? That was the first day. 2nd day, guys. Now, ויקרא אלוהים לאור יום ולחושך קרא לילה וירא ויהי בוקר יום אחד ויאמר אלוהים יהי רקיע בתוך המים ויהי מבדיל בין מים למים. Okay, the 2nd day, guys, right? The first day, God created the light, the spiritual light in time. Okay? That's why, guys, how long the world has existed? 1,000,000 years. Yeah, right. There was no time, you know? God created the time in the right time. So we have no ability to understand what was time before. Okay, the 2nd day, guys, the atmosphere. We call it the atmosphere. All the space. All the ship of the space. That's hard to understand, but that was the 2nd day. Okay, the atmosphere. The atmosphere. Okay, let's go to day 3. ויעש אלוהים את הרקיע והבדל בין המים אשר מתחת לרקיע ובין המים אשר מעל הרקיע ויהי כן ויקרא אלוהים לרקיע שמיים וירא ויהי בוקר יום שני ויאמר אלוהים יקבעו המים מתחת השמיים אל מקום אחד ותראה היבשה ויהי כן. I'll translate it, don't worry. Okay. ויקרא אלוהים ליבשה ארץ ולמקווה המים קרא ימים וירא אלוהים כי טוב. And in the 3rd day was the ground and the plants. Boom! The 3rd day, the world is starting to get, it's starting to look something. We cannot understand, right? But to give you an idea. And we know God said, Tov. וירא אלוהים כי טוב. Okay? It's good. The creation is good. Okay, let's continue, guys. Now, day 4, guys. Day 4. ויאמר אלוהים, and God say, יהי מאורות ברכי השמיים להבדיל בין היום ובין הלילה, והיו לאותות ולמועדים ולימים ולשנים, והיו למאורות ברכי השמיים להאיר על הארץ ויחן. Day number 4, guys, God created the stars, the moon, and the sun. Okay? That's what God created in day number 4. Let's go to day number 5. ויאמר אלוהים תוצא הארץ נפש, חיה למינה, בהמה, ורמס וחייתו הארץ למינה ויחן. Guys, I want to talk to you about something very important. Okay? Day 5 was the creation of the fish, all the ofot we call it, all the flies, birds and eagles and stuff. And we say the big alligator. The big alligator. Guys, and that's a very strong answer. They found the dinosaurs. What about the dinosaurs? One giantess says that dinosaur was 65 billion years ago. And the other scientist says that was 25 million years ago. Guys, the Taninim Agdolim, in English, it's the big alligators, okay? So the answer is yes, guys. We had the alligators, which is the dinosaurs, okay? What happened to the dinosaurs? The answer is, in the big flood with Noach, they got destroyed. Okay? So don't get confused, guys. Don't get confused. We have all the answers here in the Bible. Okay, let's continue with the action. Okay. Now we're going to day number 6. Now, guys, check it out. ויאמר אלוהים, הנה נתתי לכם את כל העשב, זרע זורע אשר על פני I gave you everything. Trees and food and everything. And God sees, וירא אלוהים את כל אשר עשה, והנה טוב מאוד, very good. ויהי ערב, ויהי בוקר יום השישי. Okay, guys, now in day number 6, the animals, bears, lions, giraffes, all the animals were created. And guys, what else? Yes, the human being. ויברך, ויחולו. Just a second, you see? וירא אלוהים מכל אשר עשה. Now, guys, we're talking about human beings. The human being was created at day number 6. Okay. Now, let's go to day number 7. What happened, guys? And we need to understand why there is a very huge purpose to the 7th day, guys. Okay? So check it out. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם. ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. Okay, let's translate these verses to understand what's the 7th day about. Okay? Now, all the creation was ready. The birds, the animals, the ocean, the stars, everything is, thank God, is amazing and it's ready. And then, וישבות ביום השביעי, and God rested from what he said. And he blessed the 7th day. Okay? Okay, so what this information has to do with us now? Okay? That's the biggest question, guys, okay? Now, as we all know, okay, the 7th day is the day of rest, okay? We all know. All the weekends, all the people, the days that everybody's off is Saturday, okay? It's Shabbos, we call it. Now, why? How? What I need to do with it? We'll find out. Now, there is 2 powers here, big, huge powers. We have the nation of Israel, which is we need to keep the Sabbath. We have the rules God gave us, we need to keep. And we have the Noahides. So guys, what the Noahides? Need to keep Shabbos? No. The purpose is a little different, and that's what we're going to find out. How you take this amazing day of Sabbath and use it for your soul and study the 7 laws and be a happier person and to relax and to feel the energy of the world. And that's why we're here to find out, guys. Okay. Now, like I said, we all know that there is a commitment between the nation of Israel and God with the Sabbath. Okay? But forget about it. It's not for Noahide. Noahide has a different mission. What's the mission, guys? Now, you need to know. Everybody has ID. No matter where you go. You're a citizen of Ireland, you have ID. You have your name, your family name, and a number. Okay? What's the ID of God? It's funny to say it, but yes, he has an idea. He has an ID. The ID is the Sabbath, is the 7th day. Okay? That day, God rested. Now, it's not like what we think. Okay, I finished the creation of the world. I'm going to take a nap now. Please, angels, wake me up in a few hours. No, it's not what we think, okay? What I mean, guys, that day needs to give human being a day for the soul. Yes, a day for the soul. Okay. And what's the conclusion, guys? We live in a very, very creepy world, you know? Many giants says all kind of fairy tales about the world, about the age of the world. But here we see exactly. Okay, the 7th day is the day for your soul. For the nation of Israel, they need to keep the Sabbath, and it's different stories for the nation of Israel. But what's for Noahide, guys? Okay? Guys, the day of the Saturday, the 7th day, yeah, it's your opportunity to stop everything. Stop working. Stop doing, action, and be more connected to the nature. Be connected to your family. Be connected to your soul. To pray, to appreciate what God did for you and what He gave you, all the gifts He gave you. And that's basically what we're talking about, okay? But how and what? Let's go a little bit deeper, okay? That day is a special day for a Noahide. Why? We see other religions. One religion made his day Friday. Another religion made the day Sunday, close to the Sabbath, right? But truly, guys, there is no other day. There is one day for each human being. For the Jews, like I said, is to keep the Shabbat. For the Gentiles, for the Noahide, is to look spiritually at the day, to be amazed by God, and to be amazed about the creation, and to be amazed about the gift God gave you. And how we're doing it, we're going to look now. Okay. What I'm saying, guys, this day is a chance for you to be thankful. Okay? Now, what's the idea here, guys? Guys, people today are running after money. Running after... The more I'm going to work, the more money I'm going to make. Let's work more. Let's work more. No, guys, this world is created by very, very sophisticated rules, okay? God wants everybody in the 7th day to know, okay? And that's the keyboard, guys. To know that God created the world in 6 days, and the 7th day, He rested. Okay. Guys, people are becoming slave. Let's work. Let's do stuff. That's why each Noahide needs to take that day and to create something amazing. So what I recommend, guys, for a Noahide about the Sabbath, okay? Take your family for a nice dinner, okay? Sit with your kids. Ask him for a child, how was your homework? Show me your work. To make that day a family day. To make that day a simple, high spiritually day. Why? Because especially today, everybody's running to the phone. Everybody's running to his business. Everybody's, nobody's really connected to each other. And that's very sad. So dear God wanted to tell us, guys, relax. I created this world. You're not doing anything. You're doing your best. I'm giving you money. I'm giving you food. I'm giving you a wife or a husband. I'm giving you children. That day, guys, you need to just breathe and look at the sky and look at the creation and be amazed and be happy and be satisfied from what God gave you, guys. Now, guys, many people are Gentiles, are asking me, why can I not keep the Sabbath? I want to keep the Sabbath. So leave the fact that it's against God's rules that somebody who's a non-Jew will keep the Sabbath, okay? But, guys, I want to give you a good example. As you know, in the nation of Israel, we have the Kohanim, we have the Leviim, and we have Israel, okay? It's all one unit, yeah? But the Kohanim have their job. They're not allowed to go in a cemetery. It's all kind of rules that I can do, they cannot do. And guys, trust me, I don't want to be a Kohen. I don't want to be a Levi. I want to be Israel. I want to be what God made me. And God told me, as a Noahide, I'm not a Noahide, yeah, but for the example, for the Noahide, it's not for you to keep the Shabbos. It's not your gasoline. I want to take now a gasoline of an airplane and put it in my car. It's not going to work, okay? Each human being, God made him with the exactly gasoline he needs, okay? So a Kohen is not allowed to do this. He's allowed to do this. I'm not allowed. I'm not a Kohen. I don't want to be a Kohen. I'm happy with what God made me. And that's the most important thing you need to remember, guys, okay? So, what we see here, guys, you as a Noahide, you don't need to even want to keep Sabbath. It's not for you. It's not your purpose. It's not your mission. Your mission is to fulfill the first law of the Noahide law. It's don't work idol worshiping. Believe in God. Believe and trust Him. And that's the conclusion. What's the conclusion? That I know in the 7 days that God created the world in 7 days, and 6 days, in the 7th day, God rested. So what I need to do, I need to rest too. To rest, to be peaceful, to look, to pray, to be happy, to fulfill your mission. Okay, guys? Because if you know that, you know there is a purpose for this world. King David says 70 years, and if a little bit more, 80 years, okay? Means we're not here forever, okay? Each human being will be judged after his period time in life. And he's going to ask him, did you believe in me? Did you believe in the God of Israel? Or you went to other religions and you didn't check out the original one. Okay, guys? And that's very important. That's why, for the Noahide, it's important to know that the 7th day is the day of the rest. And I said it one of the lectures, okay? The 7th day it's spiritual day, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, guys? 7 is a very spiritual number, okay? Now, dear God created this world, and He gave us all the answers for all the questions. And I know, guys, some of you go to church Sunday, and He teaches you all kind of verses. And some of you maybe go at Friday, or some of you, but we need to know what's the truth. The truth is, guys, that all Gentiles, all Noahide, need to stick and be together with the nation of Israel and to learn from what they have to say, guys. And that's so important. Okay, so like I said, don't feel I want to keep Shabbos. It's not for you. Not because you're better or bad. No. Because God created you in a way that being a Gentile, being a Noahide, is the best of the best for you. And you need to be thankful. Now, guys, like I said, I want to give you like a menu day, what you do in the 7th day, okay? You can drive, you can go to the beach and talk to God. And we're going to talk about Hitbodedut, about how you creating a relationship with the Creator, okay? You go to a good restaurant, you talk to your children, you leave the phone a little bit, you take a break. Not that you're not allowed to use the phone, but take a mental break. Guys, you don't know how much that will give you, how much you're going to accomplish, okay? That's why, guys, if you use the right gas, everybody needs to be a Noahide, okay? And that's what the prophet says, that in the days of the Messiah, everybody will be a Noahide. Why? Because they're gonna realize that the God of Israel in the Torah never changed. God doesn't change his mind, guys. Okay, so however, back in the days, a lot of people, many nations, try to fool with the creation. But the really, really amazing thing, guys, and I want to say it, okay? Doesn't matter. So many generations, this world is already 5,776 years, okay? Each nation, no matter where you went, to Europe, to Africa, to the Himalaya, Shmaya, all the people here, everybody used a week, 7 days. How do you explain it? Okay? How can you explain it? That everybody in the world using 7 days. But you said you're an atheist. So why you're not creating something else? But guys, it was a few nations who are trying to fool with the reality and fool with the codes God gave us. So, the revolution of the France people, the year 1793, approximately like 250 years ago, okay? They decided, we're gonna use the new calendar, guys. Not 7 days, 10 days. Why? Well, we want to be different. We want to fool with the Creator. It's all ego and selfish reasons, okay? So, 10 days a week. And they started for a few months. And what happened in reality? Okay? People were getting crushed, tired. All the animals were dying. All the animals got diseases. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. And then, a few months later, they said, we cannot deal with it. Please, let's go back to the calendar of 7 days. Okay? And it happened. So you see here, guys, no matter who you are, even if you're still not a Noahide, and everybody, with the help of God, will be a Noahide, because that's the truth. Okay? So you see, even people who have no clue about God, or the Tanakh, or they using 7 days. And when the French people 300 years ago almost tried to, it didn't work. One more nation tried to fool with God and do something else. That was Stalin, the Soviet Russian Union. Okay? 5 days a week. Okay? What? Why? What was the reason of Stalin? Stalin hated everybody. I'm sure he hated himself too, yeah? But he hated everybody. He ate all religions. So he decided to be smart and change it. So he decided to create 5 days a week. And what really happened? Guys, people got crazy. People were getting confused. People were not functioning. And you know, to convince Stalin, it's like 99% you die. Stalin, oh my God. The most devil human being, if I can call him human being, tried to change it and it didn't work for him. They went back to 7 days. So we see the atheists, 7 days. The Soviet Union, the communism, 7 days. 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. Why? Because you are the creator. The creation of the world, the creator, dear God, decided something. And you're a human being, you cannot change it. And if you change a little bit, okay, it will not work. Why? Because the Torah is divine. Okay? So I'm going to ask you, put your hand in your heart and tell me, what Sunday has to do with the Torah? What happened on Sunday? With all due respect. And I'm not here to hurt anybody's feeling, right? Maybe some of you are still going to church Sunday. Or some people going to the pray Friday. Okay? What does that have to do with the truth, guys? There is one day, Saturday, for the nation of Israel that they need to keep. And the rest of the human being are fulfilling and they need to feel the rest. You know, you need to rest and feel nice and feel happy and pray at the Saturday day. Okay? It's nothing to do with Sunday and Friday. Okay? But guys, they say for the lie has no legs. Okay? That's why, guys, you need to study. You need to check it out. Okay? There is no other day. Sunday, as I read for you, God created the light and the time. What does that have to do now to make a religion day from Sunday or from Friday? Okay? Guys, if you believe in the Old Testament and you know it's truth, don't say something else already in another time. You understand? You have the Bible. You have already the truth. Okay? Stick with the Saturday day. That's your day. That's the day you adore God and you thank Him for all the creation. Why? Because during the week, you're busy. You're working. You need to bring money. You need to feed your family. Okay? You need you have meetings. You're a professor. You're right. You're doing stuff. But there is one day for all nations to know that day God rested. It's the 7th day. Okay, I'm going to rest Sunday too. No, it doesn't make sense. I'm going to rest Friday. No. Guys, that's why I'm here, Rabbi Ovi Abraham from the channel of Give Me 7. And I'm telling you carefully, guys, to check it out and to know the truth. Because the Torah is above everything. You cannot change a divine book by anything, no matter who you are, and with all due respect, guys. That's why we need to study. We're not doing anything. I'm doing my best, and God is doing the rest. Okay. So like I said, that day, if Saturday, your job, okay, to take a time out, okay? Each human being has an issue, a problem, right? You know, somebody's sick. Now you're working during the week, okay? Now Saturday is here. So the nation of Israel they're connected to God and they need to observe the Sabbath, okay? And that's the job of the nation of Israel. But for the Noahide, take that day once a week, day number 7, okay? And talk to God. Go to the beach and smell the breeze. Eat good food. Be with your family. Make a family day. Be happy. Leave the phone. Okay, guys? Except my lecture, right? Okay. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's very important to know what's the truth. And you have a Sunday off. That's good. Good for you. In Israel, we don't have 2 days off. We have 1 day, Saturday. Sunday, we're working, okay? So, guys, what I'm saying is, guys, okay? Don't be confused. Sunday, Friday, there is 1 day. You cannot fool with the creator of the world, okay? Now, guys, and many people are asking me, okay, what I'm gonna do? I'm confused. I don't feel, I have a lot of issues in life. Some people are in a divorce time. Some people are in a happier time. They're getting married. Some people are sick. Use that day. Open Tehillim, Psalms, and say, thank you, dear God, for what you gave me. Thank you that I'm healthy. Thank you that I'm functioning. Thank you that I have children. Thank you that when I'm eating, everything's fine. You know how many people are sick? Guys, the biggest ethics, one of the biggest rabbis says, the biggest ethics, musar we say in Hebrew. Go to the hospital and see the situations there. And it's scary, guys. You see people there with horrible, and you feel so bad. So it's a chance to pray for the other people, okay? It's a chance to go out and then say, God, thank you that I'm healthy, okay? That's a spiritual day. Doesn't mean, I'm not telling you don't turn off the light. Turn on and off the light, drive in the car, do everything, okay? Because that's not your gasoline. I'm not going to put now different gasoline to my tank. It's not going to work. Okay? Don't try to be somebody you're not. And that's so important. Be proud you're a Noahide. Be proud that you have the 7 laws of Noah. Be proud you're a Hasid Umot Olam. Guys, you don't know what compliments the Jewish nation says about Noahide. They're amazing. We love them. Why? Because they're like the sister, who is helping the nation of Israel to serve God, and you need to be excited about it. So guys, and that's the main reason, that's the main thing you need to do, okay? All the week you're busy. The 7th day is a day for your soul, a day for happiness. Keep the good job. Now guys, I opened the book of Psalms, okay? I want to introduce you guys how many songs were in history. Trillion, a million, you say. But I want to tell you about the first song in history. What was the first song in history? What? The first song? Yes. Out of a trillion, million, we have rock. We have metal, we have hip hop, we have Beethoven. I don't know. We have trillions of kind of music and songs. But the first song, guys, I want to introduce you to the first song in history. And who wrote it? You want to guess? 1, 2, yes, guys. The first Adam. The first Adam wrote a song, okay? When he wrote that song, guys, the answer is, as we all know, in the day number 6, when dear God was creating the first human being, Adam and Eve, and he failed the first test, and he ate from the fruit that God told him don't eat, and he ate. Okay? And God told him, in the day you're gonna eat from that fruit, you will die. Okay, give me. Oh, what did I do? Oh. Now, the first Adam was sure that he's gonna die. But he realized, no, I'm not gonna die. I will die eventually, but I have probably 950 30 years more to live. What? Why? Because he repented. Okay? He did tshuva. He repented. He said to God, I'm sorry. In the beginning, he was doubting, right? No, the wife told me to eat. But he realized what he did, and boom, he did a tshuva, repented. And then he decided to write a song. Okay? What's the song? Let's sing the song. Mizmor, that's Psalms chapter 92, guys. Okay? Mizmor shir leyom ha-Shabbat. A song for the day of Sabbath. Tov leodot la'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha ha'elyon. It's good to thankful to God and to sing to you. Why it's good to sing to you? Because I realize now, even though I did a horrible violation, I'm alive. I can fix. He was so excited. I'll give you an example, guys, okay, before we continue the song. Okay? Now, imagine you're getting in, God forbid, somebody's getting in trouble now. Okay? Now, he cannot even think, I'll be in prison. I don't know, they'll kill me. I don't know, he's afraid. And then the big boss or whoever it is says, don't worry, you're fine. Don't worry. You'll need to pay, but don't worry, you'll have a normal life. Thank you, God. I appreciate it. That's exactly the same. טוב. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. To say in the morning how you are good and how you're helping the human being. And at night, to believe in you, to trust you. עלי עשור ועלי נע ולעלי גיון בחינו. For all the days I'm living, I'm gonna sing with a guitar or whatever you had there. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועליך במעשה ידיך הרנן. That's verse number 5. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועליך, because you made me happy from what you did for me, from the good you did for me. Even so I was doing something horrible, I was ignoring your rule, don't eat from the tree, and I did. Now I'm here and I've seen in my eyes that you're giving me a chance and I can live. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. How you're great with your actions, and your thoughts is not my thoughts. Your thoughts is huge. That's why, guys, it says in the Midrash, my thoughts is not your thoughts. Why there is Stalin in the world? Why there is, I don't know who, all the horrible people. Why this happens? Why this happens? Remember, your thoughts is not God's thoughts. It's a different system. You are created by blood and meat, and we have no clue. You're just a human being, but God is the master and he knows everything. Okay? איש בר לא ידע וכסי לא יבין את זאת. The evil people will never understand what I'm saying. They will not even try to understand because they're evil. They're angry. They're miserable. They're thieves. They're rude. They will not understand. Only a Noahide or a Jewish who loves God and believes in God will understand the powerful God. Okay? Now pay attention. When verse 8, בפרוח רשעים כמו עשב ויצית כל פועלי אביהם להישמדם עד עד. Everybody's asking why this guy is an evil guy. And if he's evil, he's rich, he's healthy, he's a master. Everybody's bowing down to that evil person. Oh boy, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look fair. Look at that righteous guy. He's sick, he's miserable, he has no money. But that monster, that guy who kidnapped and did horrible stuff, he's alive and he's rich and he has a BMW and a Mercedes and a big motorcycle. What? Doesn't make sense. So he told us the answer, the first Adam. I'll give you example. If, for instance, you take, right, you want to take, a goat. Now you give that goat food. He needs fat. The purpose is that when he gets very fat, now I can cut him to pieces and have a lot of meat. That's a good example, but I have a better example, guys. If somebody will go to a tower of 400 floors and he's gonna jump. Now he doesn't know what's going on down in the ground, but now he knows he's flying. But he doesn't know that in 4 minutes he's gonna be crushed. Okay? Guys, that's the reason. Okay? God wants to make you feel like you're huge, and then when you're in the top, you feel you're God. You feel you're the best. You feel you own everybody. You feel you control. Then Hashem destroys that person. And there's another reason, guys. Okay? The reason is, like dear Moses asked God, why the evil people are succeeding. Guys, you need to understand. You could take, doesn't matter which evil person, he did a few good stuff in his life, right? That mafia guy probably gave a few times charity in his life. He respected his parents. Even so, it's not respecting, right? But that evil guy who is right now in the top of the world did a few good stuff in his life. He's 95% evil and 5% righteous, okay? So God needs to pay him in this world and to kick him out from the world of eternity. That's the way it works. So don't get confused, guys. If you see a master, he's evil, he murdered, he did stuff and he's alive, very soon he's gonna get destroyed. I'm continuing the song, the first song of Adam, the first song of history. You're the best, you are the master. And in the end, God will clean this beautiful world from all the evil people. This world will be like a good oil, you know when you put oil, good oils, olive oil, all kind of stuff, you feel alive. That's what's gonna happen in the end. I'm listening to your rules and I'm excited. And who is gonna fool with me? You're gonna destroy him. The one who is righteous, even if right now he's going by hard times, but he sticks with God. He's not gonna say, "Oh God, leave it. I don't care anymore." No, wait. Be patient, right? When you go to watch a movie, what happens? Usually the good people they're in a bad time. But what happens in the end, right? What happens in the end? Oh, the bad person got arrested by the police and the good person that's what's going to happen in the end. The guys who stick with God's house, it means the world, with the 7 laws of Noah, and they don't do other religions, and ruining the lives or praying to other human beings, or giving the power to a human being, that's a horrible violation, guys. Why I'm saying it, because even if somebody will make from the big Moses, it says clearly in the Bible that Moses was the huge, amazing prophet, humble, righteous. in all times, nobody will be more righteous than the big Moses. And if you pray to Moses, you're idol worshiper. You're idol worshiper. Needless to say, each human being. Okay, guys? That's very important to understand. עוד ינבום בסבע דשנים ורננים יהיו להגיד כי אשר אדוני יבצעו ולא עוולת בו. Guys, God is honest. Guys is straight. God has no mistakes. Okay? What I'm saying, guys, you need to know that each detail in this world is calculated by the only one God. Okay? If God forbid, and it's hard for me to say it, but if you know somebody who got killed in an accident and you say it's not fair, he doesn't deserve it, right, we need to be mercy and to pray for him and to feel bad for him. But we need to know that the master of the world is the boss. He decides and he knows what he's doing. And if you be innocent with God, okay, eventually you're going to see the light. So conclusion, guys, how we can know that there is no other religion, there is only Judaism, 613 laws for the nation of Israel, and 7 laws of Noah for 99.2 or more of the world by the Shabbos, by the Saturday day. So what I'm saying, guys, from now, if you didn't know and you really, you were confused, what Saturday do I need to keep the Sabbath? No, you don't need to keep the Sabbath. Matter of fact, it's a very big violation if a non-Jew keeps Sabbath. Okay? That you need to know that. Okay? Why? Because I cannot put different gasoline. Okay? I have my gasoline, my private kind of gasoline. Everybody has his own personal things that he needs. And for the non-Jews, the Noahide, they don't need to keep the Sabbath. But what you do need to do is to believe and know that God is perfect and he's the master. And what you do in this day, you're resting, you're thankful, you're reading Psalms of King David, you are singing, you're taking your family for a walk, you're going to your parents are old already, go visit your parents. Make that day a spiritual day for you. Sunday is a regular day. Friday is a regular day. God created something in that day, okay? Stick with the Saturday day, with the 7th day, which is the day that each human being needs to know the truth about the creation, okay? Why, guys? Because God gave us the right details. God gave us the books. We have the Torah, we have the prophets, we have all the big Nevi'im we had, okay? Nobody can change a beat from what it's written, or to change or something. And if somebody changed and you ask a question, come ask me and I'll prove you that you are a Noahide. You are the son of Noah, okay? You are obligated to keep the 7 laws, which is don't steal, don't work idol worshiping, don't murder, be careful from sexual violations, okay? Create courts, don't curse God, and don't eat an animal unless it's dead. Respect the animals, respect human beings. And guys, let me tell you something. This world is in a big chaos. This is the time to know and to learn what the nation of Israel has to say to the non-Jews. That's why I'm here with a lot of love, guys. And I'm doing it for God. And I appreciate each one of you. We're doing it together. And God is doing the rest. So guys, at the next Shabbos, remember what I said. You can watch this lecture again before the Saturday day. And remember what I say about using this day for a spiritual reason with your parents, with your children, and leave this working, confusing day for the rest of the week. Guys, I had a great time with you. God bless you. All the best. And I'll see you next week at the next live. Take care, guys.